Autumn arrives quietly in Japan, not with noise, not with urgency, but with rivers wrapped in morning mist, mountains burning red and gold, and villages that still move at the rhythm of nature. Every year, millions of tourists flood Japan, searching for the perfect autumn view. Kyoto, Tokyo, the crowded temples, but hidden far from those places, another Japan still exists. A slower Japan, a Japan where life was never designed around speed, endless productivity, or constant stimulation. A Japan built around balance. And deep in the mountains of central Japan, there is a word for that balance: Satoyama. For generations, Satoyama villages lived by a simple idea: humans should live with nature, not against it. Today, modern life feels completely different. Most people wake up stressed, eat while distracted, scroll endlessly, sleep poorly, rush through life without ever feeling truly rested. Burnout became normal. Silence disappeared. And somewhere along the way, people forgot what calmness actually felt like. But in places like the Nagara River Basin, another way of living survived. The river moves slowly through the forests of Gifu Prefecture, slowly, cold, clear, untouched. For centuries, local communities depended entirely on these waters. Rice fields, vegetables, fishing, medicinal herbs, family livelihoods. Everything came from the river. And because of that, people protected it carefully. Even the fishing traditions followed the rhythm of nature itself. Every season, fishermen adapt their methods to the mating cycle of the ayu fish, known in Japan as the sweet fish. Most of the fish caught during autumn are sent upstream to hatcheries to preserve future populations. Only the remaining fish are eaten, shared, or sold. Not because of regulations, not because of government control, because older generations understood something modern society forgot. If you destroy nature, eventually you destroy yourself. That philosophy shaped everything, even food. In the West, modern food became fast, addictive, and ultra-processed. Meals became something people consumed in cars, between meetings, or while staring at glowing screens. Eating stopped being an experience. It became fuel for productivity. But in Satoyama villages, food remained deeply human, seasonal, local, slow. Medicinal herbs gathered from nearby mountains became the foundation of traditional healing cuisine. Meals were not designed for convenience. They were designed for balance. Slow-cooked vegetables, mountain herbs, fermented foods, fresh river fish. Fermented traditions anchor the table. Even Haida beef, considered one of Japan's finest, reflects generations of patience and careful farming. Nothing here feels rushed. Families still sit together. Meals still take time. People still notice the seasons through what appears on the table. And perhaps modern people miss this more than they realize. Not just healthier food, but the feeling surrounding it, the slowness, the conversation, the absence of distraction. Because in many modern societies, people no longer eat together. They consume alone. Loneliness quietly entered everyday life through habits that once brought humans together. The differences become even more visible when observing daily routines. In the West, mornings often begin with alarms, traffic, notifications, and stress. People wake up already exhausted, already behind, already thinking about work. But in many traditional Japanese communities, mornings still begin differently. Windows open to mountain air, tea slowly prepared by hand, gardens watered quietly before sunrise, neighbors greeting one another while walking narrow village paths. There is movement, but not urgency. Even older villagers continue working in small gardens, maintaining homes, gathering herbs, or walking through the countryside daily. Not because they are forced to, because usefulness is still connected to dignity. In many modern countries, aging became associated with decline and isolation. Older people are often removed from community life, placed into systems, separated from younger generations. But in many traditional Japanese environments, elders remained integrated into everyday life. They still carried knowledge, still had purpose, still belonged. And perhaps that sense of belonging protected people more than modern society understands. Modern life gave people comfort, but often removed community, ritual, silence, and meaning. The architecture itself reflects this difference. Traditional homes in villages like these were built with natural materials: wood, paper, stone, open air. The sounds of water, wind, and insects were allowed inside daily life rather than blocked away. Modern cities often feel sealed off from nature. Artificial lights replace sunlight. Concrete replaces forests. Notifications replace silence. And over time, the nervous system begins to suffer. Many people today feel constantly overstimulated without understanding why. Their attention is fragmented. Their minds never fully rest. Even moments of silence feel uncomfortable. But places like Satoyama reveal another possibility: a slower nervous system, a calmer relationship with time, a life where nature is not decoration, but part of human health itself. A few hours away from Kyoto lies another place where time still seems to move differently. Kinosaki Onsen, a small Japanese town built around 7 ancient hot springs. For centuries, locals believed these waters were gifts from the heavens, capable of healing both body and spirit. And strangely, even today, the town feels untouched by modern urgency. Before entering the baths, many visitors stop at Buddhist temples and Shinto shrines to give thanks, not as tourists, but as part of slowing down. The spiritual atmosphere still remains. I stayed at a traditional inn that has operated for more than 350 years. 350 years. Long before smartphones, before social media, before modern stress became constant. The inn is still operated according to the same philosophy. Guests wear simple yukata robes and slowly walk through the quiet streets at night. In Japan, there is a phrase for this: sotoyu meguri, walking peacefully from bath to bath without any real destination. No rushing, no notifications, no productivity, just movement. Steam, cold autumn air, wooden streets glowing under lantern light. But Kinosaki forces you to do something most people forgot how to do. Rest. The traditional onsen experience includes 3 baths: one before dinner, one after dinner, and one in the morning before leaving. At first, it feels simple. Then something strange begins to happen. Your breathing slows, your shoulders relax, your thoughts quiet down. And for the first time in a very long time, you realize how overstimulated modern life actually made you. Places like Satoyama and Kinosaki reveal something uncomfortable about the modern world. Humans optimized life for speed, but not for happiness, not for calmness, not for the nervous system. Traditional Japan understood something modern societies lost. Humans need rhythm. Humans need silence. Humans need nature. Humans need community. And perhaps the reason so many people feel exhausted today is because modern life quietly removed all 4. This is not just a story about Japan. It is a story about what happens when human beings drift too far away from the way they were meant to live. Thank you for watching. Perhaps modern life did not only make people tired, perhaps it slowly pulled them away from the things human beings truly need. Silence, nature, community, meaning. In these villages, I am reminded that life was never meant to move this fast, and maybe yours does not have to either. If you wish to explore the forgotten Japanese ways of living before burnout became normal, walk with me a little longer. Subscribe to Akio Mori Secrets.